You're looking at the National Weather Center tonight, guys, and the reason I'm here is because we've been getting these storms along the Gulf Coast all afternoon. It's cooled things down quite a bit. Some pretty heavy winds, some lightning, power glitches and all, but everything's fine here now. Southern Louisiana may be a little different, but what we've seen is strange weather all year. And here we're starting to see the attempt of what you would maybe call a fall monsoon season for the Southwest, but the clouds are there. There's just not much moisture. But where they are colliding, and we're seeing this low pressure dip here, it's been very hot. Now it's very cool. That's a good thing, and it's also wetter. But here where they're colliding, again, in the Montana Panhandle, guys, Wyoming Panhandle, we've got problems right here. There's two storms that are mixing, but one is going the opposite direction. Instead of following this rotation, this storm in the Panhandle of Wyoming is starting to move south and southwest, and that's going to create problems. Now, I want to switch this filter real quick, guys. I've put on the lightning strikes, and you can see it's visible switching to infrared. A lot of smoke. Notice here above the storm, right there, that's coming from the northwest and from Canada. Not good for anybody, but the lightning strikes are really intensifying right here, and I think it's important to watch. Let me get a little closer. And what I mean about this, guys, you know I've watched the hurricanes and tornadoes for years. I don't do a lot of reporting on the national weather much, but this one's different. The weather's different. What you're seeing is this storm moving into Wyoming, and it's moving in the direction of all the clouds. See this moving from the north down to the southeast. Check that out. That's this storm and the one below it. But the larger storm that I'm concerned about is pushing almost directly south and southwest. What does that do? It creates that Doppler effect of winds moving in the opposite direction. We are in very hot weather as far as the nation. Now, we got some cooling going on because of our storms, but right now you're right in the crosshairs of this intersection. And now the radar is indicating the very fact that we do have a tornado in this area, guys. Tornado warning here, and there's a red box right there. It's going to be coming out of Wyoming into Nebraska very quickly. There's a lot of weather-related items, especially heat, and we've been seeing it, guys. The only reason we got out of it today, and I'm talking about the very extreme heat, is because of that rain that you see. But let's click right here and take a look at what we're dealing with. Now, the first thing I'm going to say is the bottom line of this report. It says in heavy rainfall, especially at night, guys, it may hide the tornado. Do not wait to see or hear the tornado. Take cover now. This is a statement coming out of the National Weather Service in Cheyenne, Wyoming. A tornado warning remains in effect until 9 p.m. Mountain Time for southeastern Cheyenne and southeastern Kimball counties. Guys, that is about another hour out. At 8:46 p.m., again, Mountain Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 8 miles south of Potter, or 18 miles southeast of Kimball, moving south at 25 miles an hour. Again, moving against the grain of what we're seeing. That creates the Doppler effect. You've seen it on many radars, to where you've got a green area, tornadoes right there, and then everything's red on one side, green on the other. Doppler means, it depends on what you're talking about, the opposite direction. Anyway, tornado and tennis ball size hail. Radar indicated rotation. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely. This tornadic thunderstorm will remain over mainly rural areas of southwestern Cheyenne and southeastern Kimball counties. It doesn't matter if it's your house in that rural area, does it, guys, or your farm. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you're outdoors in a mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Now, when I hear that, and we have a lot of tornadoes in Mississippi, then you want to get on the opposite corner, basically, or the opposite side of where the tornadoes are coming from, in the securest area there. Even if you got to pull the mattresses down on you or whatever, do something. But what did it say? In this type of weather with thunder and lightning and darkness, you may not see it or hear it approaching. And that's exactly what we're seeing, guys, on Doppler. This is that area. I can back it up just a little, move it over. But we're seeing that exact movement. This purple area and the white area is where that tornado is located. But you can see the difference in direction. Green is one way, red is the other, yellow is kind of in between. And this is that secondary storm. Now remember, it is moving with the flow. This storm is moving south, so those two within itself are creating a vortex. The reason I want to go here is because we just seen this happening in guys in Indiana. They're just now getting some of the power back on. They were over 300,000 people because of these storms coming through, floods, rains, tornadoes tearing down the grid. So during this transition between late summer and fall, we're going to see more of this, and I'm going to pay a little more attention to it myself. Now, if I turn the hazards on, you can see the movement. Again, everything's moving southeast except this storm and the related thunderstorms with it. See, and that's what the yellow areas are, severe thunderstorm warnings. And it's actually starting to pull the second storm into the vortex, like I said. Notice it is not, again, projecting to move with the rest of the system, but now turning almost directly south. So you guys below this, make sure you're paying attention to it. You got severe weather up here, it's smaller storm, doesn't matter the size if it's right in your area, right? So anyway, let's back this out just a moment. We've got all this activity over here that's cloud related as far as watching the Colorado River Basin. It's just not much moisture involved in it at all. But guys, we're watching it. It's a heads up, guys. Be safe. Again, Nebraska. Look at this. Here's Denver, Nebraska, Cheyenne's here. They're saying it's not that populated in these areas. It doesn't matter, does it? One tornado can be as devastating within a small community as a hurricane can be in an entire state, because it's that powerful. So again, make sure that you're watching this. I know a lot of you are probably already in the bed, maybe watching TV, maybe asleep. But I felt like I needed to do this video because we're going to see this continue as we see the cool front start to move into the east and southeast, and the hot weather continue in the very southwest all the way up to Canada, actually, and very dry weather. Again, it's a heads up, guys. Be safe.